Hello, my fellow dreamers. Miss V here, and while the leaves might still be green in many parts of the world, here in the Philippines, you can already feel that unmistakable spark in the air. That's because, much like our iconic Christmas carol maestro, Jose Marichan, we believe in embracing the magic early. Forget waiting for December. Our hearts start singing with the Vermonts, launching the longest and one of the most heartfelt Christmas seasons on the planet. Get ready because today, we're not just visiting Christmas destinations, we're diving into 10 unique moments of pure, unadulterated holiday magic around the globe. Close your eyes, let the spirit move you, and imagine. We begin in a place where Christmas isn't a season. It's a feeling that starts in September and lasts for months. The Philippines. The moment that will steal your breath is the Simbang Gabi. It's 4 a.m. and the air is no longer just cool, it's electric. The scent is divine mix of damp earth, sweet bibingka, a warm rice cake baked in clay pots, and the smoky aroma of chestnuts roasting on street corners. You hear the deep, resonant ring of the church bells, not just calling, but inviting you to a community united in faith. As you approach the church, the entire path is a river of light, created by thousands upon thousands of glowing paroles. These iconic star-shaped lanterns symbolize the Star of Bethlehem that guided the three kings to the newborn Jesus. They are physical manifestations of hope. This is tradition that takes place for 9 mornings, starting on December 16th, as families flock to churches for the dawn masses. On Christmas Eve, the entire family gathers for the grand feast, the Noche Buena, and this is when gifts are joyously exchanged and opened. Iceland, a cozy Christmas under a cosmic sky. You might think a place this cold is lacking in warmth, but that's where Iceland will surprise you. The cold doesn't take away from Christmas, it makes the festive feeling shine even brighter. Imagine this. You've just come inside from the crisp, clean air, your cheeks tingling with the cold. The warmth of the home envelopes you, smelling of rich, roasted lamb and spicy hot cocoa. From the window, you see every house lit up with candles and twinkling lights, creating a cozy, golden glow that spills out onto the snow. That's the feeling of Christmas here. A quiet, intimate magic that hums just beneath the surface. The 13 Yuli lads, the playful sons of the terrifying Gryla, are a part of this story. They sneak around for 13 nights, leaving small gifts for good children and a surprise potato for the naughty ones. This ancient folklore makes Christmas feel like a mischievous adventure. But the real soul-stirring moment arrives in the profound, quiet darkness of the Arctic night. You step back outside, bundled in a warm wool sweater, and look up. The world goes silent. A ghostly green ribbon begins to pulse, then swirl, then erupt in a volley of colors across the inky canvas of the Arctic night. It's not just a light show. It's a living painting of the universe itself. It made even more precious by the quiet, festive warmth you just left behind. It's a humbling, almost spiritual sight. A Christmas that feels both epic and intimately yours. Gifts are joyously exchanged and opened on Christmas Eve, just before midnight mass, making the night one of the profound solemnity and unforgettable beauty. Strasbourg, France, a storybook in the senses. In Strasbourg, every single street is a page from a fairy tale. The one moment that captures it all is simply walking through the Christkindl market. It's a sensory overload in the most perfect way. The scent hits you first, a rich, intoxicating cloud of warm spiced wine and sizzling sausages. The sound is a symphony of bustling voices, the distant clang of a street musician's bell, and the cheerful clatter of wooden stands. The story of this market dates back to 1570, when the Protestant Reformation replaced the old St. Nicholas market with one dedicated to the Christ child or Christkindl, making it one of the oldest in Europe. You reach out and touch a smooth hand-carved nativity scene. You taste the sweet, rich flavor of freshly baked gingerbread and feel the joyous hum of millions of people. While the main festive events occur on Christmas Eve, gifts are traditionally opened on Christmas morning when family gathers to celebrate the birth of Jesus. San Miguel de Allende, Mexico, a fiesta of light and song. In San Miguel, Christmas isn't a quiet night. It's a 9-day explosion of celebration that builds to a stunning crescendo. The moment to live for is the Posada processions. The sun has set, and the city's colonial walls are bathed in the golden glow of string lights. You join a procession of hundreds of people, all carrying lit candles and paper lanterns. The story behind this tradition is the reenactment of Mary and Joseph's arduous journey to Bethlehem and their search for lodging. For 9 nights, from December 16th to 24th, families and neighbors go from house to house, singing a traditional song asking for a place to stay. You hear the passionate strums of the mariachi band and the voices of people singing the traditional plea for lodging. The true celebrations happen on Christmas Eve, known as Noche Buena, with a grand family dinner and fireworks. Many families save the gift giving for January 6th for the celebration of Dia de los Reyes or the Three Kings Day, though smaller gifts may be exchanged during Christmas. Colmar, France, the secret world of a snow globe. While Strasbourg is a grand celebration, Colmar is a secret. The moment here is the silent enchantment of Petite Venise at night. You've walked the lively markets, but now you find yourself alone on a small bridge over the Loch River. The world is hushed. The only sound is the gentle lapping of the water and the quiet, almost silent twinkle of lights. Unlike a single grand market, Colmar hosts 6 distinct Christmas markets and nestled in medieval squares, each with its own special theme. The history of this charm dates back to the Middle Ages, when the region's artisans from potters to glassblowers gathered in town squares to sell their handcrafted goods for the winter season. The town's architecture, with its winding canals and quaint, half-timbered houses, feels like a physical manifestation of the timeless, handcrafted spirit. This is an exquisitely romantic and tranquil experience that runs from late November to late December, and gifts are traditionally opened on Christmas morning. New York City, USA, a city's heartbeat of light. New York City in December is a character in itself. But the one epic moment that makes your heart beat faster is the first night the Rockefeller tree is lit. You are packed into a sea of millions of people, a collective gasp held in the crisp December air. The scent is a mix of hot pretzels, roasted nuts, and the cool exhaust of city life. You hear the roar of the crowd, the final notes of a brass band, and then a breathless silence. You look up, and in an instant, a million lights explode into a cascade of brilliance, making the 80-foot tree a beacon that seems to touch the stars. The history of this tree is a story of hope. It began in 1931, during the Great Depression, when construction workers pooled their money to buy a 20-foot balsam fir, decorating it with cranberries and tin cans as a symbol of shared resilience. Today, the tradition has grown into a global spectacle. The tree is lit from the first Wednesday after Thanksgiving until early January, and the main celebration is on Christmas Day, when gifts are exchanged and opened on Christmas morning. Prague, Czech Republic, the old world magic of a market. Prague's Christmas magic lies in its ancient Gothic heart. The moment that will captivate you is the first time you enter the Old Town Square Christmas market. The air is thick with a sweet aroma of cinnamon and sugar. It's the smell of triddling, a spiral pastry roasted over hot coals, beckoning you in. You hear the melodic strains of a children's choir singing ancient Zach carols. The most beloved Christmas Eve tradition here is the story of the Golden Pig. According to the legend, if you fast for the entire day, a golden pig will appear on the wall in the evening, symbolizing prosperity and good fortune for the year to come. The main celebration is on Christmas Eve, which is when gifts are opened. Lapland, Finland, a hug from a husky. We've talked about the northern lights, but in Lapland, the moment that will truly melt your heart is the first time you meet the huskies. Forget the silent, serene beauty. This is an explosion of joyful energy. You step onto a sled, and the only sound you hear is the low, excited barking and the crunch of the sled on the snow. Lapland, which is crossed by the Arctic Circle, is considered the official home of Santa Claus. In a tradition of peace and quiet, many Finns visit a sauna on Christmas Eve. The gift giver here is Julupuki, which translates to Yuli Goat. The name comes from an ancient pagan tradition where a person in a goat costume would go from house to house, demanding leftover food. Over time, Julupuki transformed into the kind red-robed gift bringer we know today. The main Christmas celebrations, including the opening of gifts, happen on Christmas Eve. Vienna, Austria. Imperial grandeur and a silent night. In Vienna, Christmas isn't just festive, it's a masterpiece. The single most elegant and breathtaking moment is witnessing the Belvedere Palace Christmas market at dusk. The sky is a deep twilight blue, and in front of the ornate Baroque palace, 1,000 tiny lights glitter like scattered jewels. The air smells of rich roasted chestnuts and the delicate sweetness of a dessert known as Käschermarin. A unique Austrian tradition is the Christkindl, a beautiful golden-haired angel who is believed to be the gift bringer, a tradition that predates the modern-day Santa Claus. In a solemn moment known as Bescherung, the Christkindl is said to secretly decorate the tree and place gifts underneath it. The ringing of a bell signals to the children that the Christkindl has arrived, and they may enter the room. This is a Christmas of solemn, elegant, and deeply beautiful tradition. The markets run from mid-November to Christmas with gifts exchanged on Christmas Eve. Bondi Beach, Australia, a sun-kissed Christmas feast. Our final destination is a complete shift from snow and spice to sun and sea. The single most astonishing moment here is Christmas Day on Bondi Beach. The moment you arrive, your senses are completely rewired. The air smells of salt, sunscreen, and the delicious scent of a beachside barbecue. You hear the crash of the waves and the joyful raucous sound of people celebrating, music pumping from speakers, and laughter echoing down the sand. The story of this unique tradition is one of adaptation. While the British colonies tried to replicate the cold weather Christmas feast with hot roast, the scorching summer heat made it impractical. So over time, the Australian Christmas evolved into a celebration that embraces the climate with a light and refreshing feast of fresh seafood like prawns and delicious desserts like pavlova, becoming a national tradition. It's a loud, unapologetic, and unbelievably Merry Christmas. The festive season begins in early December and runs through the famous Boxing Day Test match on December 26th. Gifts are opened on Christmas morning before the beach fun begins. Oh Oh, my heart is full. From the early joyful carols that fills the air right here in our beautiful Philippines, to the breathtaking dance of the Northern Lights, the enchanting markets of Europe, the vibrant festas of Mexico, the sun-drenched shores of Australia, and all the unique wonders in between. Each of these moments reminds us that the spirit of Christmas is alive and celebrated in countless beautiful ways across our world. Which of these incredible experiences has sparked your wonderland? Which traditions resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, the true magic of Christmas isn't just in the place we visit, but in the stories we share and the feelings we create. From my heart to yours, wherever you may be, may your holiday season be filled with wonder, joy, and the spirit of togetherness. Until our next adventure, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep the Christmas spirit shining bright, no matter what month it is.